If you don't think that this is the cutest thing you've ever seen, then get out of my face. This first reaction is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Welcome to Osmosis Jones the Anime! Yeah, like that joke isn't being made by freaking everyone. In Hataraku Saibo, Cells at Work, we get a look inside a biological world designed to mimic the human body. The main cast of characters for the show include a newly created red blood cell, lovingly represented by this anthropomorphized, plucky, and ditzy girl. Red blood cell's job in this rando person's body is to transport O2 and nutrients from wherever it is to wherever it needs to go, mirroring the actual biological function of her namesake. What I enjoy about this particular pitch, as far as the setting goes, is that it is equal parts entertainment and education. In the first episode alone, we get to watch Red Blood Cell as she bumbles around the body trying to figure out where her oxygen needs to go, only to find out that she's been transporting a nasty gem for the majority of that time. But it's okay though, as the show's second main character is this Yakuza-looking mofo that represents the body's white blood cells. His job is fairly simple: find and eradicate all the germs, and it's a job that he takes great pleasure in. In the episodes that we have seen so far, the show takes these anthropomorphized characters and shows us quite literally how cells work, how these cells do their jobs, including these little guys. Representing the body's platelets are these little elementary schoolers that are just trying so hard and doing their best. And their best is so heartwarming to watch. They really are one of the best reasons to watch this show currently. But if in the future they graphically reveal the fact that these platelets in real life only live for about a week, well then I'm just gonna have to burn this show to the ground. Like, they've already done unintentional Made in Abyss references with these guys, and my heart can only take so much more. The only real problem that I have with the show at present is kind of the lack of individuality. Sort of. Like, we can easily identify our two main protagonists visually, but in the sea of red and white blood cells, we haven't even yet been given some sort of name to easily distinguish them from others of their kind. Or rather, like, they have numbers that are printed on their clothing, but we haven't seen anyone refer to them as such, and honestly, I don't want to have to pause the show mid-episode just to find out a character's name, because I need to read it off of a little tag. Thankfully, as of yet, we've only really spent time with one other red blood cell, but like our protagonist, we can just refer to her as Senpai and call it a day. As much as I have been having fun with this series though, at least here at the start, the lack of attachment I have with these characters will probably make it harder for me to get invested as the weeks roll on. There is little to the story of the show itself, as it instead relies on the educational aspect of informing the audience about how these cells actually function in a variety of situations. And while this, in and of itself, is not necessarily a bad thing, it could get tiring by the end of the show's run. To bring up an outside example, like, as much as I was one of the few people who loved the economics talk in Spice and Wolf, that's not the main reason I kept watching the show, right? So, with luck, we'll see a bit more of the development with red and white as we go. But for what it is at the moment, it is a fun and educational Monster of the Week affair, with these cute little platelets, entertaining antagonists, and wonderful designs by the good people over at David Production. Having said that though, please do not expect the same sort of charm out of this series that you would with, like, David's other work, specifically JoJo. Cells at Work is not JoJo. I know there's this one episode where there's a character and he basically becomes JoJo, but it has thus far been its own unique foray, and that is what I have been enjoying. For this season, after several episodes, I would give Cells at Work a tentative seal of approval. I may not make it through to all the way until the end of the season, but I think that you should check out this series if you have the time. It's in my top, and it's something that over the last couple of weeks I've been recommending to people a lot. And currently it is available for legal streaming over on Crunchyroll, and the original manga for the series is available from our good friends over at Bookwalker. And I will put necessary links and coupon codes and such into the description for your convenience. Thank you for joining me on this very quick first reaction. Let me know down in the comments what you have been following this season, and maybe we'll get to it, maybe we won't, we'll have to see. And of course, a very special thank you to all of my patrons who make these videos possible, and until next time, watch more anime and stay frosty. Later.